I see we've got one pirate. No more? Not yet.
It's not time yet. It's a little early.
What animal has stripes and spots?
It's a little
And hearts,
too
I'm
early
sorry.
for pirates. Okay.
What kind of animal are you? An animal of kindness? A tiger. Woo! You look just
Did it
like
get me?
Raja. I don't see
Yep.
it.
You're on it.
Have Facebook.
Book face.
Book face.
The book of faces.
All right. Please have a seat. Come closer. Very good. Should he blow the horn?
Yeah.
Oh, Sage. Nobody doesn't like you.
You know they can't.
I know they can't. Well, welcome, everybody. My name is Coriander.
My name is Sage, and you already have gathered around, which I love. But listen up, we're going to tell you a story.
It's a fable we've collected with a bit of allegory.
We'll keep it short, but listen close. It's a story you all may know.
Do you all want to hear it?
Yeah!
Okay. Woo! Oh, you're going to like this story then. Okay. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's time to play the music! It's time to light the lights! It's time to get it started on the Muppet Show tonight!
Boom, 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 boom. This is the story of Muppet Treasure Island, baby. Yeah! No, we're going to improv this whole thing. No, okay. Here we go.
That is the most appropriate thing ever.
Jim Hawkins was a poor, lonely, orphan boy. He was a very sick, lonely orphan boy. He should take his iron tablets. He worked... You got the black one?
I think so.
Okay, all right. He worked long hours at the Admiral Benbow Inn, and his life was hard. His only friends in the world were a rat named Rizzo and something rather called Gonzo?
One of the guests at the inn was an old man named Billy Hawkins. Billy would tell Jim stories of a faraway island and a map to bring treasure.
Beware of the pirate captain, Billy would warn Jim.
That is so good. Now, one night, the inn was raided by a band of black-hearted pirates. Everybody say, "Ah!" Shiver me timbers! Oh, Jim! Take the map, said Billy. Run! Jim and his friends escaped, map in tow.
They went to see a young Squire Trelawney who was a baby. Waka, 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 waka. And he helped agree to help them find the map. So they all got jobs as cabin boys aboard the good old ship Hispaniola. And they sailed off in search of the treasure.
Now, the captain of the ship was a frog named Smollett. I hope Captain Kermit here. Yay! Wait. I hope Captain Smollett here. Now, the rest of the crew members were a nasty bunch of cutthroats, villains, and scoundrels.
And the ship's cook was a man named Long John Silver. He seemed so nice. He couldn't be a bad guy, could he?
Dun, dun, dun! Now, the pirates, suspecting that Jim had the treasure map, rummaged through his things.
Rummage.
But they didn't find anything. You see, the captain had ordered Jim to lock the treasure map up for safekeeping in a lockbox in his cabin.
And because Jim thought that Long John was his friend, he told him where the map was hidden.
There.
But Jim was deceived. Long John was the pirate that Billy had warned him about. So they stole the map out of the lockbox.
I'm so shocked. Let go!
And he said, Jim, join our pirate crew. But he said no. But Long John wasn't taking no for an answer. So with the hook of his crook, he captured him and put him on the longboat headed towards Treasure Island.
Now, Captain Kermit, yay! Wait, I mean Captain Smollett, planned on raising anchor and abandoning the pirates. But when he found out that Jim was kidnapped, he knew he had to plan a rescue mission. But when he got to shore, he was taken captive by a clan of wild boars. The king of the boars ordered his gang to tie up Smollett, Gonzo, and Rizzo as they danced and waited for the arrival of their queen.
Give it to him.
Smollett, can that be you? Turns out the queen of the boars was none other than Miss Piggy. Wait, I mean Smollett's ex-fiancée that he had left behind at the altar.
Woo! And because she was mad at him, she karate chopped him. But Long John captured them both and tied them up over the edge of a cliff, thinking that this was the end. They said goodbye to each other.
Oh, Smalley! Now, Jim Hawkins managed to escape and sailed the ship to rescue Benjamina and Smollett. And after an epic swashbuckling duel, the frog and the pig were saved! You like that one? Very good. Now, Long John Silver tried to escape, but being outsmarted by young Jim Hawkins, he soon found himself sinking. A small boat, heavy with treasure, filling with water.
Oh, mommy. Now, they all got on the good old Hispaniola and sailed in search for home. But who do you think was left on Treasure Island? Jim. Long John! Come on, hello, you didn't watch the movie.
All right, should we go?
Yeah.
Wait, pause for a minute.
Well, that happened.
At least they only do it once this cruise. That was for you, my friend. Everybody give me your best Kermit, ready? Now, guess what? We got one more for you.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now this is the story of Peter Pan. Once upon a time, there was a place.
A faraway place.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
There was a faraway place where the sun always shone, the sky was always blue, and no one ever grew old. Does anybody know what place this is called?
Neverland.
Very good. And it's where Peter Pan and Tinkerbell lived.
Yes, you know, not so very far away in the city of London, lived Michael, John, and Wendy Darling. And every night they would gather into the nursery to hear Wendy tell tales of Peter Pan's adventures in Neverland. One night, when Wendy was in the middle of her story, Peter Pan appeared with Tinkerbell. I've lost my shadow. I've come to find it.
Here it is, said Wendy, as she sewed it back onto Peter's body. You know, simple shadow sewing sure is a super skill.
Well, say that 5 times fast. Come
Are
on.
you ready? Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Count me. Simple shadow sewing sure is a super skill. 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 Blah, 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 blah. Are you not on your team?
All right. Come to Neverland with me, said Peter. There I love your stories, and you'll never have to grow up.
Wendy, John, and Michael all cheered. Peter sprinkled some of... you know that 5 times fast?
Yeah, I can see
All
it.
right. Peter sprinkled some of Tinkerbell's pixie dust over the children and told them to think happy thoughts.
Ooh, what's your happy thought?
Winning bingo.
Off to Neverland, said Peter. Second star to the right and straight on to the morning. As they flew over Neverland, they saw blue waterfalls and mermaids singing in a lagoon.
I want to be where the people are. I want to see her dancing.
Wrong story.
But
Wrong story.
Okay, I got carried away, sorry.
Neverland was one of the most beautiful places that they had ever seen. And then Peter took them to his underground lair, where they met the Lost Boys. We're following the leader, the leader, the leader. We're following the leader, wherever they go.
Oh, yeah! But just then, a commotion could be heard brewing up above them. Peter and the Lost Boys scrambled to peer out of their hidden home. They saw pirates in the jungle. And at the head of this pirate crew was none other than Captain Hook!
I'll find Peter Pan's lair if it's the last thing I do.
That's super scary! But just then Peter appeared. Here I am, you old cockfish! After an epic swashbuckling fight, Peter Pan defeated Captain Hook while he was chased away by a ferocious sea-talking crocodile. No. See, so that was bad, but now it's back, but we're not really sure. It's not that TikTok.
Oh.
It's this TikTok.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, a few days back to the Lost Boys' lair, and they captured Wendy, Michael, John, and even Tinkerbell, and took them to the pirate ship.
Peter Pan will save us, said Wendy bravely.
No, Pan will never be able to save you. You'll all walk the plank.
Just then, who should appear atop the mast but Peter Pan? Captain Hooky said, this time you have gone too far. After another epic swashbuckling duel, Peter threw all the pirates overboard, and Hook was once again chased away by the ferocious tick-tocking crocodile. Hungry hippo.
I'm caught. Wrong story. No, come back.
Sorry. Too many multiple personalities.
After the battle, they all knew that they had to return back home to London. So Peter sprinkled them with more pixie dust, and they all flew back home.
Now, before Peter Pan and Tinkerbell headed back to Neverland, they made Wendy, John, and Michael Darling promise to never forget them. And guess what? They never did. The end! Who's ready for Pirate Night? All right, everybody, now remember to go out there and write your own story.
Yes, and join us tonight when the captains take over the ship. Ah!